Welcome to the Piano Podcast. I'm Mario O'Hara. Today I want to show you a relatively easy song to play on the piano, and that song is called Bubbly. You can find a link to download the sheet music to this song along with other songs on my blog at marioohara.blogspot.com. The song's in the key of A major, so make sure you make note of the 3 sharps in the key signature: F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Let me show you the 3 main chords in the right hand here in Classroom Maestro, and then I'll show you the fingering on my keyboard in a minute. The first chord is spelled A, C sharp, and E, and that's obviously an A major triad. The second chord is spelled G sharp, A, and E. And it's pretty much an A major 7th chord with a G sharp on the bottom, except it leaves out the 3rd note, which is C sharp. In sheet music, they refer to it as an A open 5th with a G sharp on the bottom. The 3rd chord is spelled F sharp, A, D, and then E. And that's a D major chord with an added 9th on top, which in this case is the note E. But it's in an inversion with F sharp on the bottom. And then in the 4th measure, you go back to the very first chord, A major. So just to review for those first 4 measures, the first measure is A major. The second measure is A 5th with a G sharp on the bottom. The 3rd measure is a D major with an added 9th on top and F sharp on the bottom. And then the 4th measure is back to A major. So it should sound like this. Now let's take a look at how it's fingered on the keyboard. Just a reminder of when you're practicing, make sure you're sitting straight and tall, feet flat on the floor. Make sure you keep your fingers curved, not flat like this, or clawed like that, but just naturally curved like so. Also keep your wrist level with the rest of the hand. Don't ever have it hanging like this, or up too high like that. Right? Just keep it level like my hand is here on the video. So the first chord is A major. It's in root position. And as I said in my triads and inversions video, you should try playing it with 1, 3, and 5. Remember, the second chord is an A 5th with G sharp on the bottom. You'll keep your 5th finger on E, but you have to slide your thumb down a half step to G sharp and then move your second finger to A. Now what you don't want to do, I repeat, don't want to do, is to twist and contort your hand like this when you play this chord, alright? Otherwise you're going to give yourself carpal tunnel syndrome, never be able to play piano again, and no one's going to be happy with that. So to avoid that, play the previous A major triad maybe a little higher than you normally would, like so. That way you only have to slide your hand forward a little bit so that the thumb can reach the G sharp. Your second finger will have to play on the skinnier part of the white key in order to fit the natural contour of your hand. Same goes with the 5th finger, the pinky playing on the skinnier part of the white key. Watch me change between the first 2 chords so then you can replicate it on your own. Remember, the next chord is a D major with the added 9th on top, but in the inversion with F sharp on the bottom. So you have to drop your thumb down a whole step to F sharp. And since it was already on G sharp on the last chord, you only have to move it laterally to the adjacent black key. Your second finger should just stay on A like it did on the previous chord. The 5th finger is still on E on top. And the only thing that you have to add is the D with the 4th finger right here. So your whole chord is spelled F sharp, A, D, E, played with 1, 2, 4, 5 respectively. Again, try to stay deeper into the keys so that you don't have to twist your hand. Watch me go between the second chord and the third chord here. Again, second chord. And then finally you go back to the last chord, which is the same as the first chord, A major. So here's how all 4 measures go. The left hand plays the following bass line. 1 measure on this A, 1 measure on this G sharp, 1 measure on this D, and then 1 measure on this A, which is an octave lower than the first A that you played. Let me show you the fingering. Use your thumb on the very first A, then just use your second finger on the G sharp, that's just a half step down. Use your 5th finger, your pinky, on D, and then just pick up your hand and move it down to play the lower A with your 5th finger. So watch me play the left hand while I play the melody on top. And this is what it looks like when you put the 2 hands together. Remember, if you want the sheet music that includes the melody, just go to my website /blog at mariohero.blogspot.com. On the right hand side you'll find a link to download the sheet music for Colbie Caillat's Bubbly, along with some other tunes, courtesy of musicnotes.com. If you happen to learn this song through this video, I welcome video responses of performances of it by any YouTube users out there who would like to share it with me. Thanks a lot and have fun practicing. Bye.